I'm having a great day today until I saw stuff about Twitch, one of my second favorite live stream platforms, and the first being YouTube. And I saw a lot of things going on. What was it going on about? Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be talking about what Twitch is doing for sponsors. And if, I don't know, you maybe as a creator can even use those sponsors, because Twitch has been knocking down on people's door saying, no, you cannot put those kinds of sponsors. How about you put our sponsors? And I'm going to be talking about them today. Twitch made a huge mistake doing this. A lot of things were changed last night, where they created stuff like no branded content unless it wasn't through Twitch. So basically what that means is if you didn't have something through Twitch, basically maybe your promotions or basically your sponsorships, maybe you do something with Opera GX, maybe you do something with G Fuel, or maybe something else of the sort, you can't really get those anymore because they're not part of Twitch. And Twitch as a company does this because they want a part of the pie. They want a part of the cut, and them making money through this cut allows them to get whatever you have from your sponsors. Well, if you don't have a sponsor that was going with Twitch to give cuts as well, then they're not getting any money on stream. You know, pop-up banners maybe that appear at the top, no branded content stuff that is off the charts from Twitch. They can give you the Twitch partnerships and the Twitch sponsors, but those are ran by Twitch, so they'll get a cut and you'll get whatever percentage you get. But as I said, they changed that, and so let's take a look. So yesterday, Twitch did the fuck up. They caused all their sponsors that aren't on Twitch, they said to all creators, whatever sponsors you have that don't go through Twitch, you cannot have them sponsored on your stream unless they're through Twitch. And basically, they went around with this tweet, and yesterday we released a branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors, increase your income from streaming. These guidelines are bad and bad for Twitch. We are removing them immediately. Wow. Okay, great. Pat on the back. Great. Unless you take a look at the branded content guidelines. And even through Twitter, it was bad. It was very, very bad. Even Mr. Beast, who doesn't do Twitch at all. I've never seen him do Twitch. He even said, how about you instead of handicapping what creators make, and you help them make more? Seems more logical. Yes, honestly. The guidelines show that they did remove all these little errors in their decisions. So let's take a look at them, because what they did helped for now. We'll probably see this, because Twitch as a whole is always going for like big corporate things, like entities. They're a corporate entity. They are for streamers, but they're a big corporate entity, and they're also backed by Amazon, hence the Prime. And you can essentially see right there that they have a lot of agendas to meet for themselves and to create more agendas to make more money. So let's go ahead and see what they did with the guidelines. So we all know that if you start a stream and anything happens during your stream, you can put this little check to let viewers know that if your stream features branded content, this includes promotions, I'm starting, or other commercial relationships, so any sponsorships that you may have. And this will pop up right here, a little thing. Oh, you can't see. So paid promotion and all that stuff. And through the stream manager. And through that, basically, you'll get your sponsors. But that was taken away. Now it's kind of back. It's always been there, but it's for every single sponsor that even is not ran through Twitch, it's there. So if you're running a sponsor with Twitch's bounty thing, then you can do that. If you're running a sponsor with Opera GX and, you know, you could take a couple moments of your day to stream and get sponsored by Opera GX, that's another thing. But thank God they got it back, and let's see the changes, because I've been saying that all along. So you can't do hateful products, which doesn't make sense. Illegal products, such as selling advertising, traffic, drugs, firearms, counterfeit goods, that makes sense. Gambling makes sense. share private information. Obviously, spam, scams, other malicious content. That makes sense. Huh. That all of them make sense. Adult-oriented product services obviously make sense. No Adam and Eve kind of crap. Weapons, tobacco, and other things. That all makes sense. And you can't do alcohol, but you can do, yeah, you can. It must be marketed as mature content, but you can't do cannabis. I know if you've watched Mogul Mail thing, like Ludwig had the same reaction, but I also had this reaction even when I heard about it, and it doesn't make any sense. But let's take a look once more at what has been happening on Twitch, because if you go over to the TOS and go to advertisement, well, that's not really the case that you can just put these up as banners or maybe products. And I mean, these are all the things that you can't do. Anything else is clear that you can advertise it. But over on the TOS, that kind of says otherwise. So Twitch has the exclusive rights to monetize the Twitch service, including without limitation to the exclusive rights to sell, serve, and display advertisements on the Twitch service. So like if you run an ad, and let's say you get, I don't know, maybe a type of ad, just a random ad. And that part really is for almost all money-making or possible money-making Twitch users, affiliates, and partners. That's all there all the time, because that's how Twitch makes their money, and et cetera, et cetera. So on the Twitch service, this means you may not or may allow a, hold up, let me read that again. This means you may not, nor may you, allow a third party to insert embedded pre-recording advertising units into your live streams, including without limitation of video advertisements, where pre-recorded post off display or banner advertisements, audio advertisements. That doesn't make sense from what they said about their sorry note. So they gave a sorry letter, but kind of said, well, it's still in there. It's still in there. So did they change it? Did they fix it? Right there, it kind of really says otherwise. And it's up to us to have these advertisements be at our discretion. I know this is a weird thing, and I know I'm trying to make sense of it. And I mean, point and laugh all you want. There's been other people that have been able to express this change a little bit better than I have. But what this is for me to take time and actually talk about it. Maybe take a stance on it. Maybe you could take side with it. Maybe you can't. Maybe you won't. I don't know. But hey, honestly, it's time to take a stance on it. Because coming to a close on everything, and for me to take my stance, I think it's Twitch's bad decision to limit people or even exclude all streamers from making content and getting their promotions or getting their sponsors. And everything is always on Twitch a community for people to basically entertain and earn money through it. Sure, Twitch is a very iron fist with what they want to put on Twitch, and that makes sense. That makes sense for anything. YouTube does it. YouTube also does that same exact thing. It makes sense, but they're also not really enforcing it that much, and they kind of, put it as like a way to fall on. So if it comes down to the point where they may have to go to the same rules, kind of like how Twitch does, then they have it there if somebody is abusing it. That being said, though, Twitch does it in a way where they actually enforce it, and it's terrible. It very much is. Twitch is very much in a way making their streamers choose Twitch partners and sponsors, and that really doesn't make any sense. Because if I want to put a partnership and sponsor with maybe, I don't know, iHomeBop or GX or G Fuel or any other kind of sponsor, well, that won't go with Twitch, because Twitch doesn't want stuff like that to go on to Twitch. They want their sponsors who will give them the cut that they can get, because Twitch, they've always done this. With creators, they did the 50-50 split, they did the 50-30, and they dropped the 50-something, and it just went all down. In fact, they gave more of a cut to themselves rather than their streamers. Because of that, it gave red flags everywhere, and people started leaving off to YouTube. which is why you see a lot of your favorite streamers on YouTube. Well, this didn't help at all, and they almost could have lost everything overnight. Thank God they changed it. Or did they? We will probably see, because it doesn't even make sense. And if I was to be able to clearly explain it, then it would probably be over. I'm, God knows, an idiot, a young Gen Z person who doesn't really go to school for these kinds of legal things, but I do understand them to a point and degree. But honestly, what my stance is, I think this is terrible. And they're changing it. They're doing a good job. They're reacting to it. Some companies don't even have the strength to react to anything that happens, and they'll keep on going with what they're doing. But in all honesty, you could take your stance, and I am just here talking about something. So thank you for watching today's video, and there's actually a lot more. I know it's been a while since I've been making videos, but coming up next week, maybe in a couple days, I'm going to be talking about Battlefield 2042, because I got it, and I'm playing it, and it's actually great. We all knew it as a bad game, but my God, it's been changing, and it's actually a lot better. So take care, have a nice day, and get some sleep. See ya. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, subscribe too. That too.